W8WKY.
And with that word from our sponsor, there we go. I got the right side of the mic now. With the word from our sponsor there, this is Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, KE8 VZA. My name is Eric. I am the logger tonight for the Beacon Net on the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, frequency 147, Mark 390, DL tone 114.8. Positive offset. So if you want to check your programming on your radio, you might want to do so now. The pre-net will start at the bottom of the hour and will be announced by our lovely announcer. But before then, if you would like to get on the early list, please go ahead and call now. I ask that you give me your call sign phonetically and then alphabetically, and then your name and your location. So with that, if anybody would like to do so, please call now.
Whiskey Bravo 4, Alpha India Zulu, WB4AIZ, Chuck in Florida.
Kilo Charlie 0 Lima Romeo Mike KC0 LRM Kelly in Tulsa.
Kilo Echo 8 Yankee November Juliet John in Norton.
KB5 QAI Pete in Dakota.
Kilo Charlie 5, Romeo Bravo Golf, KC5, RBG, Shannon and Tulsa, count only.
In Florida. I didn't know if you come before.
Okay, I'm going to pick it up there. This is KE8VZA returning. I got a handful of check-ins there. I'm going to read down them real quick because I need a couple confirmations. So first I had Chuck in Florida, WB4AIZ, followed by KC0LRM Kelly, followed by KE8YNJ John, and I took the liberty of inserting Ray on there, K5CFY, and then after that I had a KB5 station. If you could please repeat your call sign.
Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns, Shannon and Tulsa, and I'll just be for the count today.
Very good, Shannon. I got you on the list. Kilo Charlie 5, RBG, Real Big Guns, and you're going to be listening. So I'll mark you on the list in and out. If you want to recheck when there's an opportunity, and go ahead and do so. Thank you, and hope you have a good evening. And just in case, I thought I heard a KB5 station. Maybe it was Shannon, but I'm going to make a call out there one more time for KB5, and if you could finish out your call sign if you're out there.
KB5QAI Pete in Dakota.
Could have been a Bravo 4, Alpha India Zulu.
Okay, I'm going to pick it up there again. This is KE8VZA returning. Okay, the KB5 station, thank you very much, Pete. I copy you as KB5, QAI, Quebec Alpha India. And I got Shannon, KC5 RBG. And then there was another station after that. If you could please repeat your call sign.
Whiskey Bravo 4, Alpha India Zulu, WB4AIZ, Chuck in Florida.
This is KE8BZA returning. Yes, Chuck, I got you on the list. WB4AIZ. Thank you. I thought there was another station in there while I was confirming with Pete. If you could please check in again. I totally missed your call sign. Okay, hearing nothing. We've got about another minute. We can squeeze another couple check-ins in here. Please call now.
Evening.
Roger Tom, KA8MNT. Thank you, sir. I got you on the list, and in and out, 73 to you. Have a great evening. Thanks for checking in. This is KE8VZA. I can take a couple more check-ins here if we make it quick. So please call now. Okay, hearing nothing. I am going to add a couple people from the blue screen, and I got KE8YUG, Josh, from the blue screen, and KI5RFI, Mac, and I see Andy just checked in, AB8MO. I'm going to go ahead and add him, and I'm also going to add, I see Mike, your message in the blue screen. I'll add you as in and out. Thank you. And for now, I'm going to ask you all to stand by because we're getting close to our announcer, and I really don't want to miss her lovely voice. So everybody stand by, and after that, Mike, KE8QWE, will step in and run the pre-show. I thank you. This is KE8BZA.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
Kilo Echo 8 Quebec Whiskey Echo. Welcome to the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net. This is Mike. Kilo Echo 8 Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. I will be doing the pre-checks for tonight. This is a directed net, and all traffic needs to go through the net control. If there's any priority or emergency traffic, you can break in at any time. Let's just take a quick break. Well, it looks like it's all quiet. The net is on the following. The Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater on 147.39. with a positive offset of 600K and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node of 48496, an Echolink connection of Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee Dash Romeo. Okay, first things first, let's go ahead and run through the net control team, also known as the Mickey Mouse roll call. Let's go check, see if Nick and Knight is here. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar, are you there? KE8QKO, Nick.
W8WKY.
KE8QKO, I'm here, Mike. Sorry, I kind of zoned out there for a minute. I was expecting the call, but somehow it didn't go into the brain. Hey, I'm here, standing by for the start of the net. I'll pass it back to you, sir. KE8QKO.
That sounds good, Nick. Looks like everything's working great. Okay, let's check with Eric. KE8VZA. Hello, Eric.
KE8QWE. This is KE8VZA. How you doing there, Mike? I'm doing well. You're sounding good on your end. Everything's coming through just fine. I'll turn it back to you. KE8VZA.
Okay, Eric, that sounds good. You sound fine. So I'm going to go ahead and clear with K8VCA. Let's go see what's happening with the Squatch of Medina. KD8EPC, hello.
QWE, I'm the BeaconNet pre-show. This is KD8EPC. I'm here. I should probably be here, I think. I don't know, but anyway, we're here. We'll be listening. KD8EPC, back to pre-net control.
Okay, that sounds good. You sound great. And you have no responsibilities whatsoever, which is good. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with KD8EPC. KD8SLG, just Nick, hello.
KE8QWE, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Mike, and all of the Beacon netizens. I'm here, Mike. Good to hear you. KD8SLG, back to net control.
Okay, Nick, that sounds good. Like always, you sound great. I'm sure I sound like myself. Let's go ahead and clear with KD8SLG. Okay, I don't know whether Alan's done with his other net yet, but we'll go ahead and give him a holler. KI5DAY, hello, Alan. KI5DAY. Okay, looks like Alan is not there. Let me run down who I have. We have Whiskey Bravo 4 AIZ. Hello, Chuck.
This is Whiskey Bravo 4, India Zulu, WB4 AIZ. Glad to see everybody made on the net, made the time change. Hope everybody's having a good time. Stay asleep. Hi. So that's all I've got down here in Florida. Hello, WB4 AIZ.
Okay, Chuck, are you going to be
Negative. I'm usually, I forgot to say it, I'm usually a computer person, you know, I/O, input out, I mean, in and out. I keep forgetting to say that. Detroit Isaac.
Okay, Chuck, that sounds good. Hey, have a great night. It's cold here. If you could send us up some of your warm weather, that would appreciate that. Okay, let's go see what Kelly is up to. KC0L. Hello, Kelly.
How's everybody doing this evening? I will be sticking around for the big show. I'll just get that out of right there now. And that's all I think I'm going to say for now, because I'll save it for the actual show. So I'll let you get on down the list there. And thanks for running the pre-show and get me in there on the pre-shows. All right, back to you.
Okay, Kelly, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KC0LRM. Okay, I have John over in Barberton. KE8YNJ. Hello, John.
And good evening, KE8YNJ. And yes, outside of the time change today, BeaconNet's the most exciting thing on the dish left for the day. So I'll be sticking around, listening for the trivia, see if I can get the right answer. So that will sit back over to Net Control, KE8YNJ.
Okay, we have Mr. Out Tulsa. K5CFY, hello, Ray. K5CFY, Ray.
You may be thinking of WA4WGA.
Okay, I imagine Ray is probably on the same net that Alan is, but he will probably be here for the entire net. Okay, let's see what Pete is up to. KB5QAL, or QAI. Hello there, Pete.
Good evening, everyone on the net. I don't know if you called me earlier or not. I was on another net on Echolink. But anyhow, I'm over here. Just want to say good evening to everyone, and hope everybody has a great week coming up. This is KB5QAI, downtown Dakota.
Okay, Pete, one quick question. Are you going to be here for the entire net and do trivia and all that fun pack stuff?
Yeah, I'll try to stick around. I've already checked in on the other one there, so yeah, I'll stick around for this one.
Okay, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KB5QAI. Okay, looks like KC5, real big gun Shannon was in and out, so let's go down to KE8YUG. Hello, Josh.
KE8QWE, this is KE8YUG. Good evening, Mike. Good hearing you. And yep, I'll be sticking around. Back to pre-net control, KE8YUG.
Okay, Josh, welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KE8YUG. Looks like Tom K8MNT. Looks like he was in and out. Okay, let's go to Arkansas, see what Mac is up to. KI5RFI, hello, Mac.
This is KI5RFI, Mac in beautiful northwest Arkansas. Hello, everybody on the net, and welcome to another great night on the BeaconNet. Just want to say I appreciate the net control guys and all that you do, and I will be hanging around for the big show, so I'll turn it back over to net control. KI5RFI.
W8WKY.
Okay, Mac, welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear with KI5RFI. Okay, let's go to the land of snow and maple syrup or something like that. Hello, Eddie. AB8MO, hello.
All right, of course my note had ID right when you called. This is AB8MO. Ray, WGA, you are on the list. Ray has no real practical way to use NetLogger, so we need to help him out there. And we were calling another Ray there when you responded there, Ray, so there was a little confusion there. Anyway, I guess I'll stick around because I got nothing better to do. Back to you there, Mike. This is AB8MO.
Kilo 5. Kilo India 5. Uniform Hotel calling.
Okay, the last caller, would you like to join our net? Over. Would the last caller like to join our net? Over. Okay, it looks like Eric got him on the list. Looks like it's KI5UUH. I'll go ahead and call on him when we get to him. So the next was Whiskey Bravo 8 CXO. Looks like he was in and out. And we have Whiskey Alpha 4 Whiskey Golf Apollo. I'll use that one. Okay, I'm trying to get a hold of Ray. Whiskey Alpha 4 Whiskey Golf Apollo.
Done and done here. I'm just putting the clear node through its paces after getting it back from the doctor. Quick note to AB8MO, I don't think NetLogger can run on an iPhone. And in my current living situation, which is here in the old folk home, I don't think they'd let me have a computer anyway, other than the iThing that I'm running presently. So I'm going to pull the ripcord and say 70 nerds to the rest of you. WA4WGA, have a good day.
Okay, Ray, that sounds good. Have a great night. Okay, let's go see what Harry's up to. KE8ZZR. Hello, Harry.
Yes, this is KE8ZZR. Good evening, Mike and NetLogger team. Just want to check in and say that I will be here for the entire show. So back to you, Mike. This is KE8ZZR. Clear.
Okay, Harry, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. Okay, we had a fellow who was going to check in. It was KI5UUH, I believe, or something like that. Could the KI5U something please come back? Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and give you a holler, and if you're there, you're more than welcome to join us. I better ID the same before the FCC comes a-calling. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
KE8, CIN, Kilo Echo 8, Zulu India November, Joe.
Yeah, Mike, you got WD8MIU, Whiskey Delta 8, Mike, India Uniform, Wade in Seminole, Florida.
Okay, could the KE8 station please come back, please?
I'll be in and out.
That was Kilo Echo 8 Zulu India November, KE8 ZIN Joe, Lowell, Ohio.
Hey, KE8 Dan, hello. Hey, are you going to be here for the entire net? Over.
I will be here.
Okay, Jill, that sounds good. Welcome to the net. Okay, and then we had warm weather Wade, Whiskey Delta 8, MIU. Hello, Wade.
My wife said to quit telling me that because it's been colder since she started calling me that. But really, it's not cold compared to Ohio, or Oklahoma. I think it was in the 70s today, so that's not cold. Cold for Florida. But at any rate, Mike, thank you for doing the pre-net. I'm not sure who's running the net tonight, but I will not be sticking around. I might listen, but I'm going to kind of chill out here. And I'm done talking for the night, so thank you very much for the Beacon Net and all the nets that we have. WD8 MIU, back to you, Mike.
Hey, hi, JB.
That sounds good. Yeah, you missed some.
Bravo.
Windy.
Matt, tell us what time.
Snowy. Just a beautiful Ohio day. Oh, that's kind of how things are. But we did have some fun, so I'm going to go ahead and clear with Wade. Okay, Neil in Brewster, Whiskey Delta 8, LLA. Hello there, Neil. Hey, so you are going to be in and out. Over.
This is WD8LLA. Yes, Mike, thanks for running the net. And highway down there in Florida and everybody that's on the net tonight. Yes, I'll be in and out. It's about time for me to conk out. Back to net control, WD8LLA.
Okay, Neil, that sounds good. Hey, have a great night. Okay, let's go out and talk with Matt. AF5G, hello, Matt.
Well, I'm getting to you and everybody else out on the net. And had a great weekend. The principal got my chores done and everything, and did my laundry, all that stuff, and I saw a friend of mine. I never spoke a little bit. The other friend of mine was out there doing something up there, and got to Tulsa, went to a place called Preamp and played the world's largest Pac-Man, and somebody that went with me. They saw about like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, but and I got a 90 score in bowling, so that was kind of cool. And it's currently 64 degrees. It got it's partly cloudy here in Tulsa, so go see the weather. Finally warming up and get more daylight. New time and everything, so I'm doing all right. Anyway, that's all I got for now. You guys have a good week. Thanks for having me on. And the city's to be out there, and catch you all next time. And yeah, and I also went to the circa casino. Then I went back home and hit happy beer, and I went to bed and got to see these days. Week. That's all I got. City 3. About to thank you, Thanks again.
Sounds good. Sounds like you had a good time bowling and playing Pac-Man. I haven't played Pac-Man. But I haven't really had time to do it. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and clear with KF5JB. And now we're going to go to Aurora. We're going to talk to the heart of the net, KC8FGV. Hello, Mark. KC8FQV. Okay, well, Mark is always with us. He's always playing trivia and having a great time. So go ahead, we'll give him a holler. Okay, if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your clan phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo Delta 2, Hotel, Charlie Echo, Chris and Medina, in and out. Thanks, guys. 7-3.
Victor Kilo, WV38, in Canelphone, and I'm going to be with no traffic. Mike, good to hear you this evening. 73 to all.
Okay, so we picked up K82HCE. He is in and out. Chris has a great night. And Phil, you have a great night too. Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, he's in and out. Okay, if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, please. Okay, it looks like we have had a lull. We had an awful lot of people that checked in on the pre-show. Next of all, we're going to have the pre-show. So if you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
KB5QAI, Liz, in and out.
Okay, could the last caller come back, please? We were having trouble getting the call sign. Over.
KB5QAI, Kilo Bravo 5, Quebec Alpha, India. Put me down as in and out.
Okay, that sounds good. KB5QAI. Now we got you as in and out. Okay. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. That dreaded quiet air. Hey, if you'd like to join us, come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo 7, Quebec, Oscar Yankee, KK7, QOY. My name is Dean.
Okay, we picked up KK7 QOY. Hello, Dean.
Good evening. Thank you for letting me join.
KK7QOY.
Okay, Dean, are you going to be here for the entire net and play trivia? Over.
I don't know if I'll make the entire net. Here in just a little while, I've got to go to bed. 5 a.m. on the West Coast comes awful early, so. But I'll stick around as long as my eyeballs will let me. KK7QOY.
Okay, Dean, that sounds good. Welcome to our net. I'm going to go ahead and clear it with KK7QOY. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. Okay, I have time for a few more. If you'd like to join us, come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please.
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Papa Yankee. KDA, Henry, I can stop by for about a minute.
Okay, Henry, KE8, YPY, would you like to put you at the top of the list?
Yeah, that'd be all right. Probably going to go to bed soon.
Okay, that sounds good. We will make you short time. KE8, YPY. Go ahead and have a great night. Okay, I got time for a couple more. If you'd like to join us for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name, please. Okay, it looks like my shift is done. I'm going to go ahead and ID this thing and pass it on over to Nick. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. And we're going to go ahead and pass this net over to KE8QKO. Nick, it's all yours.
Thank you, Mike. Fine business on the pre-show. Good evening, and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar. And I will be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the WWKY repeater, Allstar Node 497, Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net, so all traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma that do drop in and various other repeaters, so we ask you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Stations that have not already checked into the Beacon Net that would like, or checked in via the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Well, sounds like Mike did a pretty good job on the pre-show getting all those check-ins. So, before we start going through our check-ins, we're going to go up and get our trivia questions. Let me look in here. I don't see KI5DAY active, so he might still be on his other net, and we'll do our usual with going back to get answers on that one if and when we need to. Our trivia master tonight is K8VZA Eric. So, Eric, go ahead and take it away with your trivia question.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA with tonight's main trivia question. Let me get it up on my screen here. Okay, here we go. The first commercial text message was sent in 1992. What did it say? Choices are Alpha, Happy Birthday, Bravo, Where Are You? Charlie, what's for dinner? Or Delta, Merry Christmas. I'll drop it for a minute, come back and read it a second time. KE8VZA returning with the main trivia question. The first commercial text message was sent in 1992. What did it say? Choices are Alpha, Happy Birthday, Bravo, Where Are You? Charlie, what's for dinner? Or Delta, Merry Christmas. And I will put this in the blue screen momentarily. This is KE8VZA back to net control.
All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that question. And, yeah, I have a guess, but I'll wait till the end to answer it. You know, I'd be terrified to find out what the first MMS picture message was, but, you know, maybe that's a question for another day, and I'm not sure that would be appropriate on the radio. That's just a best guess, though. All right. Alan is not available at the moment, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through our checker inners here, and we're going to start with the short time station, and then go through all the other stations, and then when Alan comes in, we'll have him read the question, and we'll go back through anybody that did not have a chance to answer the alternate question and get their answers. So we're going to start with Kilo Echo A, Yankee Papa Yankee, K8YPY. Henry, go ahead and take it away with your traffic, Henry.
This is K8YPY. I thought I'd check in real quick before I had to go to bed, but just the other day I got a card from the Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club about their ham fest, and I'm going to be going there. So I thought I'd, say I was going, wondering if anybody else was going. But, I'll let you guys get back to your net. Good night.
All right, Henry. Yeah, I thought that was today. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got my weeks mixed up. But I'm guessing it's not tonight. Otherwise, it would have somebody said something. But if I have a chance, I would like to go. Well, I'm sure some of the other people will comment on that as well. Thanks for checking in with us there. Do you have an answer for the primary question?
I'll go with Charlie.
For that, sir, got down for Charlie. Oh, you said Cuyahoga Falls, didn't you? When is the Cuyahoga Falls event?
It is on Saturday, April 13th. I think that's the date for it.
All right, that's right. Yeah, the Norse one was today. I missed that one because I totally forgot about it. So, unfortunately. Thanks for checking with us there, Henry, and thanks for the info, and get some rest. Next, we're going to go up and talk to KC0LRM. Dana, go ahead and take it away. Or Kelly, go ahead and take it away, sorry.
Okay, QKO, thanks for getting me in there, Nick. I'm going to go ahead and give my trivia answer. I think I'm just going to go with the, I can't remember which one, but the happy birthday one. I think that's Because really I don't have a clue, so that's my guess. Things are going pretty good here. I got a week off, so I get a chance to play a little radio and get some chores done around the house. Hope everybody's enjoying this weather, especially in Oklahoma. I know y'all are a little chillier than we are, but I hope it's not too bad up there. I heard somebody talking about snow on the border breaker net, so hope you're not getting too much of that wherever you're at. But that's all I got, and I'll get out. I'll try to get Alan when he comes back in here. So thanks for running that, and I'll let you get on down the list there.
All right, thank you, sir. Got you on there for Alpha. And yeah, we had a little bit of snow. Nothing really on the ground, but just kind of flurried all day, on and off. Next, we'll go down to K8 YNJ. John, how you doing, John? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
K8QKO. This is K8YNJ, and yeah, I did also get a card in the mail for the Chicago Falls Amateur Radio Club Hamfest, and it's my intention to also do their VE session and hopefully get my amateur extra license upgrade. So we'll see how that goes. So I've been working on that for a couple months, a little at a time, but I think probably now with only about 4 weeks, I need to probably amp that up a little bit. But anyways, that's my plan. So as far as for the trivia question goes, I think I know who invented the internet. Maybe that same person invented text messages too. You never know. But I think he might have put out the Charlie message. So that's my answer for that. And that's all I've got for you. Back to you, Nick. And this is K8YJ.
All right, John, thank you. Yeah, I think the inventor of the internet would be happy to claim any invention that people give him credit for. But, yeah, thanks for that. And next we're on to K5 CFY, Ray. How you doing, Ray? And what do you have for us tonight?
K8QKO, this is K5CFY. Good evening there, Mr. Nick Knight. Doing a wonderful job there on the net. Thanks for getting me in there. And got to listen to Mike a little bit on the pre-net. But anyway, Mike, you did a great job. And thanks Mr. Eric there on the keyboard, K8CZA. But anyway, my guess is going to be B for Beacon. And I'm going to try to hang around. I missed an hour of sleep last night, and I need all the beauty rest I can get, but I'm going to try to hang around. But anyway, I'll give it back to you there, Nick, and have a great net. 73 K5 CFY.
All right. Thank you, Ray. Gotcha down there for Bravo. Yeah, I think we all missed that hour of sleep. I don't know if I missed it. I think I just slept an hour too long this morning. But yeah, that's kind of how I went. But yeah, I'm ready for bed too. I'm also tired. Sunday. There was also a station that was really, really choppy that doubled with you. They were really choppy. They didn't make it in over toppy or anything. But a station that did double with Ray was K8QK on the WWQI repeater with running the Beacon net tonight. So we'll have an opportunity for you to check in here in a little bit if you want to check into the Beacon net. But you might want to try to reposition or adjust your power because you weren't really hanging on to whatever you're using to try to get in. Okay, next we have two in and out stations here. Oh, and all right, looks like Alan might be here. So let's go up and call for KI5 DAY Alan, see if he's out there. Alan, are you out there? All right, he's in the blue screen, but he might be getting in with us here soon. He's not here yet. So, like I said, we had two in and out stations. We had KB5QAI, and we had KC5R Real Big Gun Shin, who was in and out. And that's going to take us down to, we're going to go down and talk to KE8YUG Josh. We'll get his comments, let Alan settle in, and see if we can get the alternate question right after Josh goes. So, Josh, go ahead and take it away.
KE8QKO, this is KE8YUG. Good evening, Nick, and everybody else out there. Start with the trivia here. I'm going to go with A Alpha. That was a happy birthday one. So I'm going to go with A Alpha. And yeah, we had a great day today. Good time at the Norris Winter Ham Fest. That was a ton of fun. Got to see all my friends. And it snowed some, but everybody seemed to make it there okay. And it wasn't too terribly bad. I said it had to snow, I guess, because it was the Winter Ham Fest. But a lot of fun, really good. And then Marie, my wife, passed her test. So she'll be at ham, get her call sign here soon. But yeah, that was a good, really good time, all that, and everybody got to be there. And it was wonderful seeing everybody. That's the best part of everything. So it was a very good weekend, and we'll end it on that. And hopefully everybody has a good start in the coming up week here. It's supposed to be warmer, so that'll be nice. So 73, I'll send it back to you. This is KE8YUG, back to net.
All right, Josh, thank you. Yeah, like I said, I was going to go today. I was super tired, went to bed last night, kind of slept in, woke up late, totally forgot that was going on today. But yeah, unfortunately, that was my mental state this morning. So perhaps another one I'll miss. I'll try to catch up here on the spring. And the next station after you is K8MNT Tom, who is in and out. And it looks like, let's see if he's out there. He had some issues on his repeater, and he switched to to Allstar. KI5DAY Allen, are you out there and ready for the trivia question?
KI5DAY is out here. Do you copy me okay?
You sound fantastic, Alan.
Somehow you have extrasensory perception or something, because you always see me when I first come in here. I was just fixing to type it in the screen. I was just starting, but I'll finish it after I give it on the air. So I'll go ahead and give it on the air, then I will type it in the screen for the benefit of those who use the blue screen, the NetLogger. If you don't, you're a loser. Hi. But anyways, this is KI5DAY with tonight's alternate trivia. I will let this drop and I will read it to you. Here we go. The house where the original 1970s movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre was filmed was later refurbished, and it was turned into A, restaurant, B, a museum, C, an office of notary public, or D, a safe house for Nellie Cornwaldo Bean, who was to become a government federal case witness. Let me let this drop and I'll read it one more time. The house where the original 70s movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre was filmed was later refurbished and turned into A, a restaurant, B, a museum, C, an office of notary public, or D, a safe house for Nellie Cornwaldo Bean, who was to become a government federal case witness. KI5DAY, we'll type it in the blue screen. Back to you, Nick.
All right, thank you, Alan. I have my chosen answer now. I wrote that down because I hope it's bound to be true. I think it'll be hilarious if it is. But yeah, thank you for the fine alternate question. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. We have 5 stations we went through and got the primary question. One of them was short time, so I don't know if he's still out there or not, but we'll see if he's out there and wants to give us an alternate question. And then we'll go through the remaining 4, and then we'll continue on with our check-ins. So we're going to start with, and let's go through real quick. Call your name, ask for your alternate answer, and then move on to the next one. We're going to start with K8YPY. Henry, if you're out there and you want to give us an alternate answer, please call back. All right, thing heard there. He might have gone back to bed. All right, KC0, LRM Kelly. What is your alternate answer? KC0, LRM, Kelly. If you tried to get in there, you didn't grab it, try coming back again.
Oh, I'm going to go with B, Museum.
Copy that, sir. Got you down there for Alpha and Bravo. K8YNJ, John, what is your answer to the alternate question?
Dick, we're going to check B, Bravo.
Copy, sir. Got you down there for Charlie and Bravo. KC5, or K5CFY, Ray, what is your alternate question?
AE8 QKO K5CFY. I'm going to go with Bravo as well. So mine answers are Bravo and Bravo. K5CFY, back to you.
All right, thank you, sir. Got you down there for Border Breaker. Okay, and K8YUG, Josh, what is your answer for the alternate question?
K8QKO, this is K8YUG. I'm going to stick with A Alpha. So for both answers, A Alpha. Back to you, K8YUG.
Copy, sir. Got you down for Alpha and Alpha. The next station we had there was KA8MNT, Tom, who was in and out. Okay, this is K8QKO on the WAWKY repeater. We've got both of our trivia questions read for us, and we're going through our check-ins. The next station we have here is KI5RFI Mac. How you doing, Mac? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
Well, good evening, everybody on the net. Beautiful day here in Arkansas. I'm going to answer the trivia questions. With the first one, I'm going to take a guess and say Merry Christmas was probably the first message. It sounded like it'd be a good one to start with. And for Allen's, I'm going to go with Alpha on that one. And other than that, I'm just having a nice evening here in the shack, playing the radio and playing on the computer. Turn it over to Net Control. It's KI5RFI.
All right, Mac, thank you. We got you down there for Delta and Alpha. Have fun playing on the radio. Our next station is AB8MO. Andy, how you doing, Andy? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
W8WKY.
This is AB8MO. I figured I'd give it an epic pause there, let everything reset. Let's see here. Well, I guess I have less content now that Henry's gone. It was good to hear him. I found the owner's manual for the FT1500M, so I'll probably just mail it to him, drop it in the mail there. So, or maybe I'll just bring it to the Falls Hamfest, see if he shows up. He said he's going to be there, and I'm planning on going too. So, the Warren Amateur Radio Association, I have a table set up there. We'll be selling raffle tickets for the many prizes that we will be giving away. We got at least we have right now the same number of prizes that we gave away last year, and we still got 6 months to go. So they're all donated except for the main door prize, which is a FT710 field. So anyway, that Hamfest isn't until August 18th, so you got plenty of time. If you don't want to spend any money, there's no admission charge. So basically, the raffle tickets are how we managed to pay for everything for the Hamfest. So anyhow, Whether you wanted to hear that or not, that's what you got. Trivium, I'm going to attempt to go for an educated guess. I'm probably going to bob out, but I'm going to go with what's for dinner, which I think was C, Charlie, on the first one, and then D, Bravo. I'll go down the museum rabbit hole. Everybody likes museums for that kind of wonky, wacky, niche stuff. Never seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't have any plans on seeing it. So, I guess that's all I'll say for now. Back to you there, Sir Nicholas. Nick at Night. KAQKO. This is AB8MO.
All right, thank you, Andy. That sounds like a fine handfest. Maybe I'll be able to make it this year, hopefully. We'll see how the Saturdays go. Summer fills up pretty quick. And we got you down for Charlie and Bravo. Good to hear you, sir. Now, the next stations after Andy are two in and outs on WB8CXO and WA4WGA. That takes us down to KE8ZZR Harry. How you doing, Harry? Hey, what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Yes, this is KE8ZZR. Good evening, Nick. Let me get the trivia out of the way first. I'm going to go with B&B on the trivia. And not much happening here. Just kind of taking care of my wife. She had knee replacement surgery on Thursday. Everything's going good. So I'm home playing nurse. And that's about the extent of things. So I'll turn it back over to you. This is KE8ZZR. Thanks. 73s.
All right. Thank you, Harry. Got you down there for Bravo and Bravo. Our next station here is KE8ZIN Joe. Joe, what is your traffic for the Beacon Net tonight?
First, let me get the trivia for the first question, the main question. I'm honestly surprised that one of the choices probably wasn't "Who is this?" But I'm going to go with "Happy Birthday" on that one. And then for the alternate question, I am going to go with a restaurant. I believe that was Alpha and Alpha. Didn't do a whole lot today. Took a trip out to Elyria to go to the Doors Ham Fest. That was pretty interesting. First time I've ever been to one. Lots of cool stuff to see. Hope everybody had a great weekend, even though it snowed up here in Northeast Ohio. Hope everybody has a great week. 73, y'all. KE8ZIN. Back to net.
All right. Thank you, Joe. Got you on there for Alpha and Alpha. Glad you had fun at your first Hamfest. Okay. Next station, WD8MIU. Warm Weather Wade. How's life down in Florida, Wade?
Well, Nick, good hearing you and everybody else. I actually was in and out, but that's okay. I just happened to be listening and was here when you called me, so. I don't know trivia questions. I wasn't here when doing something else when they were read, but that's okay. I'll go with A and A. I'll steal off each other. Anyway, sounds good. I'm going to be in Ohio, if everybody cares, May 13th through June 10th.
I care.
So my wife said she cares, but any rate, so, you know, if anybody wants to get together for lunch or whatever, let me know. And I might need a ride though because I'm flying in and my arm's retired and I don't have a car, so. Other than that, back over to you, Nick. Have a great balance of the net. And we'll catch up to you later. WD8MIU, Seminole, Florida.
All right, thank you, Wade. Got you down there for Alpha and Alpha. Yeah, man, we can definitely try to get together when you get in town. Do something anyway. And you should be in town for a club meeting, too. You can hitch a ride and get up that way. I'm not sure where you're staying, but I'm sure one of us on here somewhere can find you and help you get in there. All right, so the next two stations I had after Wave were apparently also in and out. WD8LLA, AF5JB, and that takes us down to KC8FQV. Mark. How you doing, Mark? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
All right, KCFQV. Well, on the second one, that's going to be Delta. And the first one, I'll say Delta 2 on that, I think. Yep, went to the Ham Fest today, and that was a good time. We seen a lot of folks. I seen National Weather Service, and he couldn't believe the weather we were having. I said, hey, wait. Yeah, at times you looked out that window at the whiteout, and what was happening when we were driving, times to be whiteout. Never knew what the weather was doing. You didn't know it was going to drift some places. It was just an interesting weather. It wasn't terrible, but it was, it was enough. But great seeing her over there at the Ham Fest, and they did a good job. And next weekend is the Toledo Mobile Ham Fest over at the Owen Community College there. And of course the Falls is on the 13th of April, and then Tusco's towards the end of April, like the 27th or something. I can't recall what the day was. It was at the fairgrounds again, Tusco. So we got a few around. But great seeing everyone, great seeing Nick, and I seen Bill, National Weather Service. I seen a few other people. So that was a good time. Yeah, Tom Sly, he was planning to, but my mom said he was in total sympathy of wanting to be there. So we'll send it back to Net, KCFQV.
All right, thank you, Mark. Got you down there for Delta and Delta. Okay, this is K8QKO and the WWKY repeater. Going through our list of check-ins for the Beacon Net tonight. Our next two stations are in and out. It's KD2ACE Chris and KV3K Phil. That takes us down to KK7QOY Dean. How you doing, Dean? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, I'm doing well. It was a beautiful day in southwestern Arizona today. low 70s, slight breeze, sunny, beautiful day. As far as the trivia, I haven't always been known to be real smart, but seeing as John Daly is my hero, I'll follow the Razorback in the crowd, and I'll say D for the first one and A for the second one. KK7QOY.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Dean. Got down there for Delta. Of course, after Dean was K8YQI, who we already talked to, and that takes us down to the bottom of all the pre-checks that we had from the pre-show. So before there's two more stations after Henry that I'm going to get to in a minute. But before we go to them, I'm going to go back up and talk to our trivia masters. I want to get another reread of our trivia questions, just to make sure they're fresh on everybody's mind before we start taking more check-ins and going through more people. So, K8VZA Eric, would you be able to reread the primary question for me?
KE8QKO, this is KE8VZA, no problem. Main trivia question is, the first commercial text message was sent in 1992. What did it say? Your choices are Alpha, happy birthday. Bravo, where are you? Charlie, what's for dinner? Or Delta, Merry Christmas. With that, this is KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right. Thank you, Eric. I think you missed an opportunity for new phone who this, but we'll take them. Okay. Okay, next we're going to get on and talk to KI5DAY Alan to get our alternate crusher red ports again. Alan, take it away.
Here is KI5DAY with tonight's alternate trivia question. I will read it slowly so I can only read it once. The house where the original 1970s movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre was filmed was refurbished, and it was turned into A, a restaurant, B, a museum, C, an office for notary public, or D, a safe house for Nellie Cornwaldo Bean, who was to become a government federal case witness. KI5DAY, back to that.
All right, thank you very much, Alan. Okay, so now we're going to go down and talk to, we have 3 stations here. We got checked in for the blue screen. I'm going to talk to KL7 Frozen Radio. Mike, haven't heard you in a while, Mike. Welcome back to the Beacon Net. What do you got for us tonight?
Well, hello, Nick, and hello to everyone on the Beacon Net. Here is KL7FR, and I'm stroke 0. I'm in St. Joe, Missouri. Loving this spring weather, boy. Been in the 60s and 70s. Not like that up in Alaska. It's sub-zero up there still. Anyway, on the questions, I have to say that there's more to the story, kind of like a Paul Harvey, but for the first question, it was for what dinner, but there's more to that story. And on the second question, I say it's got to be anything to do with Cornwaldo beans, and I appreciate Alan trying to spread the knowledge and the history of the Cornwaldo beans, because I don't think many people really understand how intertwined our history is with the Cornwaldo beans, from the founding of this nation to our modern day economy. And they may be behind the scenes, but the Cornwaldo beans are what make it happen. So got to keep the Cornwaldo beans in our hearts, because that's who's doing it for us. Anyway, great to get in on the Beacon Net tonight. Thanks to everyone for participating. I enjoyed listening. And KL7FR, Frozen Radio, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Mike. Glad you're able to come down to the lower 48, thaw out a little bit. Good to hear that. We got your answers down as Charlie and Delta, and you don't understand the influence the Cornwaldo beans have had on our nation's history. I think maybe we should rewrite some history books in school and make sure the kids are all aware of it. Next, we're going to go down to talk to KI5TAQ. Taco Tim, how you doing, sir? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, good afternoon, or I should say good evening, everybody, on this happy evening of March 10th on the Beacon Net tonight. I'll give you my answer for the main trivia question. It is D as in Delta. And, well, as far as the alternate trivia question, I think I'm going to go with B as in Bravo. B as in Bravo for the alternate question, and D as in Delta for the main question. And, well, I'm getting some pause on me for a while. Now I'm getting sat on by a third-party traffic who's right now quiet. As someone like DAY would call him the devil dog. But he's not a devil dog tonight. He's himself. And with that said, I'll send it back to net control. This is KI5CAQ.
All right, thank you, Tim. Got you down there for Delta and Bravo. Next, we're going to talk to KE5 NCP Tom. How you doing, Tom? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? Kilo Echo 5, November, Charlie, Papa, Tom. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight? All right, not hearing anything from Tom there. Maybe he had to step away, and perhaps he'll be able to get back to us later. All right, this is KKO and the WWKY repeater. We've gone through our list of check-ins for the Beacon Net. We've got our trivia questions read for us a couple times, and we're going to open up here for additional check-ins. So anyone out there who has not checked into the Beacon Net that would like to check in, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
KE8QKO, please check in. Kilo India 5, Oscar Zulu Zulu, KI5 OZZ, the Oz, on the Young Brick Road in Bedford, Pennsylvania.
All right, I have KF5 OZZ. Go ahead and take it away, ma'am.
Good evening, Nick at night and the rest of the Beacon netizens. It is good to hear some folks in there I haven't been on in a minute. KL7 Frozen Radio, I want to find out exactly where you're at in Missouri. Let me know if I can make a call to him really quick. If you're going to be there for a minute, I might be coming through in the next few days. But it's great to hear all of the rest of the netizens. Let me give it a break. Hold on. Let's see. Answer for the first question will be D as in Delta, and the answer for the other guy's question. I'm going to go with the museum. I thought he was going to do the Outsider's house, but he was talking about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. So I'm going to do the museum just based on that. Back over to you, Nick.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Nancy. Yes, I got you for Delta and Bravo. Okay, before I let you go redirect with Frozen Radio, I'm going to say there was a station checking in over top of you, or calling in over top of you. Whatever station that was, just sit tight. We'll go open it up here and get to you in a minute. But for the time being, we're going to let KI5 OZZ go direct with KL7 Frozen Radio.
KL7 FR, KI5 OZZ.
KI5OZZ, KL7FR. Man, good to hear you, Nancy. It's been a long time. I've been wondering about you. You're sounding good. I'm here in St. Joe, Missouri, northwest corner, Missouri, about 45 miles north of Kansas City, right on Highway 29. Back to you. KI5OZZ, KL7FR. Great to hear you, Nancy.
All right, Mike. Dadgummit, I was just up there in St. Joseph. Actually, I was up in Sioux City. Dadgummit, that's where I picked up this, well, no, I didn't pick up this lead. I delivered something else. But to hear you in, Mike, and maybe we can hook up on one of the other nodes and get some QSO going, or I don't know if are you hang around after the net? Go ahead.
KL7FR returning. Yeah, I was on Dewdrop in, but I switched over to WAWKY on Echolink, so I'll stick around after the net. And if not, there's other places to go, but I'll stick around here on WAWKY, KL7FR.
All right, Mike, I'll be hanging around as well then, and maybe we can strike up a QSO after that. Thank you so much, Nick. Appreciate you letting me butt into Mike there. KQKI5OZZ, Net Control.
Not a problem, Nancy. Not a problem. Good to hear you and Frozen Radio on the net tonight. I haven't heard either one in a while, so it's always happy to hear some old voices hopping back on. And I think I need to do this real quick. This is KEQK on the WWKR repeater going through our list of check-ins for the Beacon Net. Now, when Nancy was doing her comments, there was another station that doubled with her. I'm guessing that was a station checking in. So I'm going to open up here again for check-ins. So if you'd like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Charlie 5, Romeo Bravo, Golf, KC5, RBG, Shannon and Tulsa, recheck.
All right. Sounds like I got Shannon in there with a recheck, KF5RBG, or KC5RBG, sorry, handwriting. Go ahead and take it away, Shannon.
Howdy. Been a pretty fun day today. KC5RBG. I got up, put a pot roast on with vegetables, and then went back to sleep. Woke up for lunch, had a spaghetti bowl with meatballs. That was really good. And then I decided to go watch a movie in my den. So I watched Black Cat. Really good movie. I like it. And it's not for everybody, though, I don't think. I mean, it's kind of an action movie, but it's more of a geek movie. And by geek, I mean people like me that, grew up in the computer field and, did a little bit of hacking back in the days. So a lot of the stuff they did was like over the top. It was really fun to watch. Then after that, I took another nap until my pot roast was ready. And then I fixed a plate for my ex-wife and took it over to her. She's in a wheelchair, so I asked her how hungry she was, and she was hungry, so I gave her a pretty good amount. I'm going to just reset. KC5RBG returning. And she ate it and said it was very, very good. And I said, yeah, it's not every day you get pot roast, is it? And she's like, I haven't had pot roast in a long, long time. Because she's half her body's paralyzed from her stroke, so she can't really put one together. So it was real nice, and it was just nice being over there and doing a kind thing. She absolutely loved the meal. I helped her do a couple of things while I was over there, and just got back home. So now I'm eating my pot roast meal, and boy, it is good, I'll tell you. Very good. With that, trivia. Of course, the great state of Oklahoma. That's the only answer they're allowed. From me, anyway. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless. And 73. Back to net control.
All right, Shannon. Yeah, pot roast sounds pretty good. Yeah, it does sound good. And it's good of you to take it over to her. And I'll say, the great state of Oklahoma is your go-to answer, but not the only one. Because you surprised me. Was it a few weeks ago, maybe longer now? But it wasn't too long ago when you actually answered an alternate question, and I was like, wow, Shannon didn't give us a real answer. So always appreciate it, Shannon. Good to hear you on here. And yeah, get some rest and enjoy the movie and the Den. Okay. This is KEQKO, the WWKY repeater, and I'm going to open up here for another round of check-ins before we go and talk to our net control team. So anyone out there who would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically along with your name and location.
KE5NCP recheck.
Go ahead, Tom.
Thanks, Nick. Sorry about what happened earlier. I was checked in automatic off the blue screen, I guess. So I was on another net, and I thought I turned my tone back to the correct tone for this frequency, and I know I turned it back, but apparently the radio didn't cooperate. So what can I say? Anyway, I was trying to talk to you and had the tone wrong. Let's see. To keep it short, I'll just give you the trivia answers here. It's going to be Delta for the primary and Alpha for the secondary. And with that, thanks for letting us come back in. And we'll say 73 to everybody. This is KE5NCP. Back to net.
Not a problem, Tom. Always good to hear from you. We got your answers down there as Delta and Alpha. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go talk to the net control team. I'm going to talk to everybody. We're not going to get any trivia answers read during this round. We're just going to get comments. And then if there's anybody out there that's still lingering that wants to check in, we'll give it another round of check-ins after we talk to people before we get our trivia answers. So we're going to start with K8QWE, Mike. How you doing, Mike? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
W8WKY.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Well, hello there, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Let's see, today I went to church, and I was going to play guitar in church, and I took a guitar, I took an amplifier, took the cord to plug the guitar into the amplifier, but I forgot to take the cord to plug the amplifier into the wall. So fortunately, they had a small one there, and I just used that. And then I used a little tuner that just clips onto the guitar. Somehow I hit the button, which changed the tuning one step, where an E went to an F and so forth. So I tuned it up. I started to play. I was like, oh, man, I got something awful here. So I figured out what was going on, and I tuned the thing back up, and it went well. But it's just like, okay, if it can go wrong, it did. And then came home. My wife and I, we ordered some lunch, and we had that. I worked in the office. I took a little nap and things like that. Really nothing too awful spectacular. Just a nice, relaxing day. Granted, the weather outside was lousy. It was cold and windy and snow on and off. We'd get a little bit of sun once in a while. But that right there is March, buddy. March in Ohio, you never know what you get. So, okay, everybody stay safe, stay healthy. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KE8QKL. See you, folks.
All right, thank you, Mike. Glad you had a good, relaxing weekend. Next, we're going to go down and talk to KE8 BZA, Eric. How you doing, Eric? And what do you have for us tonight?
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8 and BZA. I'm not going to answer the main trivia, of course, but I'm going to go with, what are we going to? I'm going to be different and pick Charlie, the Office of Notary Republic. Something that you wouldn't expect, maybe. So I'm going to pick that one for alternate. Had a very busy weekend, all kinds of different things going on. The notable one was the Nor's Hamfest, Winter Hamfest this morning, and getting there was quite a challenge due to whiteout conditions on Route 57, but it was really bizarre because I could see over the snow, but the snow was obscuring my view of the road, so I was kind of watching road signs on the right and just trying to stay on the left side of those road signs and saying a few prayers there, and I made it there. So, but other than that, it was a good Hamfest, good turnout today. We had 207 people show up, and was just a constant stream of people in and out of there all day. We had all the tables sold out, and well, except for a couple, but it was almost sold out, and it was a good time had by all. I'm going to drop it here for a sec. KE8BZA returning, and toward the end of the Hamfest, KI5OZZ walks in, and I have seen pictures of her, and I knew immediately who she was, and it was very nice to meet Nancy, and we got to chat for a little bit with the rest of the group there off to the side while we were waiting for the Hamfest to end there, and anyway, very nice to meet Nancy finally. And that's about all I have. I think, Mike, KE8QWE, I missed your trivia answers. If Nick will repeat them for you or allow you to repeat them. This is KE8BZA, back to net control.
Eric, thank you. Yeah, I thought about that after I passed it off to you. I'm not sure if I heard Mike's answers. Let's back up to KE8QWE, Mike, and get his trivia answers.
Kilo Echo Lake, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Yes, I forgot that, and I remembered it when I was done. I think I'm going to go with B and C. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but I don't have anything better, so B for the primary and C for the alternate. Kilo Echo Lake, Quebec Whiskey Echo, back to KE8QKO.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Got it on there for Bravo and Charlie. Delta and Charlie. Sorry, I misheard that, but Eric didn't. Okay, let's go down and talk to you. KD8 EPC, Dustin. How you doing, sir? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
All right, KQKO and the Beacon Net. This is KD8 EPC. Let's see. Let's start with trivia. I'm going to go with let's go with Charlie for the first one and Delta for the alternate. I don't have a lot for you. Busy weekend, worked. Yeah, that's all I really did this weekend was work. So looking forward to having my weekend here in a couple more days, and looking forward to the next edition of the Beacon Net. So with that, this is KD8EPC. Back over to Net Control. Have a good rest of the net there, Nick.
All right, thank you, Dustin. Got you down there for Charlie and Delta. You look forward to having your weekend, huh? And next, we're going to talk to you. Oh, this guy. KD8 SLG, just Nick. How you doing, Nick? What do you have for the Beacon Net?
Yeah, this guy, Nick. KE8QKO, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, Nick, and all the Beacon netizens. Let's get the first question out of the way right away. I'm going to go with, where are you? That sounds like a nice opening text. I'll take care of the alternate trivia here at the end of my transmission. Nor's Fest this morning was awesome. Had a little breakfast on the way up. It was snowing, as many have mentioned, so it was very seasonal. Great seeing a bunch of folks there today. Got to meet Pops. That's a cool thing. K8AGW. K8YUG's Marie got her license today. Looking forward to hearing what her call sign is. That's going to be exciting. And, of course, Nancy rolling into town was perfect timing. She got to meet a bunch of folks she's never met but heard on the radio a bunch of times. That's always fun. I didn't buy anything, but, man, one of my pals went home with a $1,400 9700. I'm not going to mention any names, Ron. Anyway, on to the alternate trivia. I did contact the archivist. Nellie Cornwaldo Bean is a dead branch of the Cornwaldo Bean clan family tree. However, the archivist did go out of her way to tell me that the Cornwaldo Bean clan had absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with the Cuban Missile Crisis or the Kennedy assassination. This is KD8SLG. Back to net control.
All right, thank you, Nick. Yeah, I'm sure that's what they like you to believe. If they go out of their way to point that out, then there's probably something lingering in there, hiding back there, and that you put your tinfoil hat on and ask some more questions about that one if you have a chance. Okay, this is KEQKO, the WWKI repeater. We're going to go down and talk to KI5DAY Alan and get his comments for the net tonight. Alan, take it away.
KI5 or DAY, sorry, I'm eating a sandwich. No, hey, just sitting here basking in the greatness of this net. I really enjoy this net every Sunday. It's always a blast, and even with the craziness of the alternate trivia that I goofy somehow wound up doing that as a weekly thing just by being silly one night. But it's always fun. Appreciate you guys throwing me up there in the group. It's kind of cool being the only Okie up there in the official crew list there. It's kind of neat with my color all highlighted in whatever color that is. There's too many colors up there for me. I can have a hard time telling them apart. But anyways, yeah, what was I going to say? I guess in honor of being the only Okie up there on the official Ohio gang, I'm going to go ahead and give that 2 squeaks. As I'm an official rubber chicken wrangler. So, by the way, I didn't get to answer the first trivia question. Whichever one was what's for dinner, that's fine. I think it was C. I'm going to go ahead and answer that one. So KI5DAY, back to net.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Alan. Got you down there for what's for dinner. I think that was, I forget what letter that was now. But I'm sure Eric's got it sorted out. He's good like that. I'm going to put my answers down as Alpha and Alpha. I do believe, I thought I heard somewhere that happy birthday was the first text message that went out. I forget where I heard that, but I think I heard that. And I really, really want the Texas Chainsaw Massacre cabin to be turned into a restaurant. I think that'd be hilarious. Maybe Jeffrey Dahmer could have eaten there at some point. You never know. All right. Thank you very much, sir. And this is KEQKO on the WWQR repeater. We've gone through a bunch of check-ins. We've talked to our net control team. We've had our trivia questions given to us. And we're going to open up here for one more round of check-ins and comments before we go up and get the answers for our questions. So, anyone out there who would like to check in the beacon net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
ABNMO recheck.
All right, Andy, take it away.
And so I shall. Okay. I was just thinking through Alan's question, and museum sounds like too obvious of a distractor. I'm going to change it to notary public, I guess they call it. I think that's answer C. I'm still sticking to my guns on the first one. So I guess that will be double C at this point. Thank you, Nick. This is AB8. I'm out.
All right, not a problem, Alan. Or Eddie. Oh, I called you Alan there for a second. Sorry, sir. All right, and that's it. So let's go up and let's go talk to our trivia masters and get our answers. We're going to start with KE8VZA. Eric, go ahead and answer the primary question for us, sir.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA with the answer to the main trivia question. And what was the actual message of the first commercial text message sent in 1992? The correct answer was Delta. Merry Christmas. And the backstory is on December 3rd, 1992, a software architect named Neil Papworth, working for an outfit called the SEMA Group, which he used a computer to text Merry Christmas to a Vodafone employee who was using an Orbitel 901 handset. I've never heard of it, actually. The employee had to call Papworth back to let him know that the message was received, since phones weren't able to reply yet. So in the beginning, it was just for testing as a one-way transmission, and they were kicking around how they were going to use that and maybe use it as a paging service. So it evolved into a two-way messaging system that we use today, and today somewhere over 6 billion texts are sent per day. It kind of boggles the mind. So Merry Christmas was the answer. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, good to know, Eric. Good to know. I might challenge that a little bit, but I'm not going to tonight. Maybe it's a conversation we can have another time. My interpretation of commercial text and that sort of thing. But yeah, thank you for another fine trivia question, sir. And let's go down and talk to KF5DAY Alan and get the alternate answer for us. Alan, take it away.
KI5DAY in the net, and my alternate trivia question was: the house where the original movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre was filmed was later refurbished and turned to. Your choices were A restaurant, B, a museum, C, an office of notary public, and D, the safe house for Nellie Cornwaldo Bean, who became a government federal case witness. For those three people that said C, congratulations. You're all losers. You didn't get it right. It actually was a restaurant, believe it or not. After shooting the 70s slasher, the suburban house that once saw the horrors of Leatherface was turned into a restaurant. Initially, it was a Texas Chainsaw Massacre themed restaurant, complete with a Leatherface dummy. However, it was since rebranded as the Grand Central Cafe, with less of a gimmick on the venue, being the Massacre House. And that's tonight's alternate trivia question. KI5DAY, and the chicken says, back to net.
All right, thank you, Alan. I guess we should probably avoid asking what's in the chili, but definitely appreciate that. Okay, this is KE8QKO on the WWKR repeater. Gone through our check-ins, got our trivia questions all sorted out. The answers were Delta and Alpha for anyone who might have missed it, and we're going to do one more round of check-ins. Anyone out there who is lingering that did not want to answer the trivia question but would still like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
KJ5ATA in and out, just listening, guy from Central Texas.
All right, copy. That was KG5AG, is that correct? Kilo Golf 5 Alpha Golf? last caller, can you come back with your call sign phonetically, please?
Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha Tango Alpha.
Copy that, sir. Thank you. KG5 ATA guy. Thank you for checking in. Got you down as in and out. Is there anyone else out there that would like to check in the beacon net? Please call now.
Kilo Echo 8 Echo Hotel Golf KE8 EHG Mike in Navarre, Ohio.
KF5 ADE Cibolo, Texas.
All right, I have KE8 EHG and KF5 ADE. Is there anyone else out there who would like to check in?
KL7FR with a recheck. KL7FR.
All right, I have KL7FR with a recheck. And real quick, I'm going to go up to Nickelodeon real quick and see if Miss Sandy will be checking in as well. Nick, should we put another check in there? You know what? My head's kind of not working, and I know I should know her call sign, but I cannot bring it up. So if she would like to check in, please come back with her call sign.
Thank you so much. Yes, KG5SYC, Sandy.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, let's run through this list here. We're going to start with KE8 EHG Mike and see what his traffic is for the net tonight.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to jump in there and say hello. I'm enjoying the wonderful, warm Ohio weather. No, I'm not. Yeah, wait 5 minutes, it'll change. But hopefully it's supposed to be warmer tomorrow. I just turned on the radio here and cleaning up my log and that, and I thought, well, I'll just jump in there and say hello. So 7-3s, everyone. KE8 EHG, back to net.
All right, thank you, sir. Good to hear you. Thanks for getting in there. And next we're going to talk to KF5 ADE Nickelodeon. How you doing, sir? And how's life down in Texas?
Oh, good evening, y'all. KF5 ADE, and yes, it's been a very fast but lazy day. Sandy and I think, chilled out in the bedroom the majority of the day and watched it pass so quickly we couldn't believe it. Went out, did some grocery shopping, and before we know it, it was really late. Missed church today because of the time change, and got real late. And guess what? We missed the net because the time changed, because the clock said it's only going on like 10 o'clock. I don't know. Maybe somebody changed it. I don't know. Oh, she did change it. So at any rate, that was the deal behind that. So we missed it because of my absent-mindedness of time change today. But so as far as trivia goes, put me down for Alpha and Alpha because Sandy is always right. How about that one? KF5AD, back to net control.
Sounds like a plan, Nick. Sounds like a plan. All right, before we go down to our recheck, we're going to talk to KG5SYC Sandy, get her comments, and then we'll let Frozen Radio close it down with his recheck.
this is KG5SYC, and hello, Net. And sorry, Nick, or just Nick, you don't get to pull up the bus or the tail end of the bus this time. You lost that with us today. At any rate, had a good day, being lazy, and I went through and changed all the clocks yesterday because I knew that we would lose track of time today. It always happens when you spring forward. So losing that extra hour, don't know where it goes, but I guess it goes with time change. But I don't think it's just 1 hour. I think it's multiple hours. But nonetheless, we had a good day for relaxing, and went out and done some grocery shopping, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Other than that, I'll turn it back to you, Net Control. This is KG5SYC.
All right, thank you, Sandy. You're right, it is multiple hours. It's at least 2 hours between the two of you. But yeah, well, time change days. It shouldn't, it seems like an hour shouldn't be that big of a deal, but it still kind of messes up and kind of throws you for a loop. But thanks for getting with us there. Good to hear you, and we'll talk to you again next weekend. And finally, we're going to go out and get the recheck from KL7 Frozen Radio. Mike, take it away.
All right. Well, thanks for the recheck. And the main reason I rechecked, well, I have two reasons. But the first reason is I want to protest the answers to the trivia. Both of them. I'm wasting my time on the alternative because everybody knows that Alan, KI5DAY, is the world's foremost expert on the Cornwaldo beam history. So I really hate to bump heads with Alan on that, but I'll concede on that one. On the other one, that was a trick question. Because the answer was, although it was correct, that was a one-way text transmission. And you almost had it right. The first two-way transmission was sent by me. I know this. And it was what's for dinner. And the reply would violate FCC regulations, so we can't share that. But that's why I wanted to protest the answers. But I will concede to Alan as the world's foremost expert on Cornwaldo bean history and factuality. But the second question was a trick question, and I just wanted to clarify that. And the other reason I jumped back in is I hope that the Oz Nancy is still hanging around, because I want to touch base with Nancy. I haven't talked to her in quite a while. So great net tonight. Thanks for the recheck, and thanks for another great Beacon net as always. KL7FR.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Yeah. You can process those all you want. I'm sure maybe Eric can justify his question a bit more, or maybe add some clarification to it. But we appreciate the questions in there, and I like the conversation it sparks, even if there is a challenge, it still brings up conversation, and that keeps us all talking. But I won't be talking tonight. So once I close this down, you can go and talk to Nancy and work all that stuff out, and have a fine hooping, hopping after chat. But I'm not going to be here because I'm going to go to bed, so I got to get up early tomorrow. And on that note, I'm going to break for time. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, K8QWE, K8BZA, K8SLG, K8ABC, and KI5DAY. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the BeaconNet, Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, here on the WAWKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink WAWKY-R. You're welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the WWKY repeater, every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sunday. Don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net, every day at noon Central Time on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is K8QKO, returning the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use at this time, 73 all.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 5, Alpha Delta Echo. Nick, K-A-K-A, I'm not going to say the call sign right. SLG? KD8SLG. There we go. Thank you, Sandy. Can you come back to me for a minute, please? Thank you.
KF5ADE, this is KD8SLG. Go, Nick.
I'm sorry about muffing your call sign up so badly. If it's not wrote down in front of me, I'll muff it up. At any rate, would you be kind enough to read me both the questions and the answers that go along with them, please? I'd like to, just out of curiosity, just to hear what they were. Over.
W8WKY. Nick, I've already closed NetLogger because I have no responsibilities whatsoever tonight. So I'm not the guy to ask for that unless you just want them paraphrased.
When curiosity is calling, paraphrasing fits just fine. Go ahead.
All right, I had to wait for whoever else was out there to drop first. Let's see. Eric's question was about the first text message, commercial text message sent back and forth, and that was Merry Christmas was the answer, as opposed to Where are you, Happy Birthday, and something else. And Alan's alternate trivia question concerned the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre and what happened to the house after it was done. It could have either been a restaurant, a museum, what was the other one? Oh, notary public place, and a safe house for Nellie Cornwaldo Bean. And to be honest with you, I don't remember the answer. If anybody else out there remembers the answer, please come back.
Correct answer to alternate trivia was Restaurant Alpha.
KE8VZA, know you've had a busy day. Thank you for sticking around. Restaurant it was. KF5ADE, KD8SLG. Does that help you out there, Nick?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much. Gee, for just a stab in the dark going with Alpha and Alpha, I got 50% correct, I guess. And good deal. All right, that was it. I guess I'll let you guys get some sleep and shut-eye since it's getting late up there in Ohio.
And it's snowing.
And it's snowing, yeah. I thought somebody was saying something strange when he said about the warmer weather. What? I didn't think so, but okay. I'm not the one that's living there. You guys are. So I'll let it go. And you guys have a good day. Thank you much. If somebody else wants to get on the chit-chat, we'll just monitor for a while. But I've got nothing else to add one way or the other unless somebody finds something or digs it up. KF5AD 73, y'all. Thanks.
KF5ADE, KG5SYC. Nick and Sandy, y'all have a great night. Good talking to you. KD8SLG. I think Alaska Mike and Nancy there, KI5OZZ, were trying to hook up, so maybe we clear the channel for a minute and let them see if they're out there. It's KD8SLG. I'm clear.
KL7 Frozen Radio, KF5OZZ.
KI5OZZ, KL7FR. Great to hear you, Nancy. I was just thinking about you. We haven't talked in quite some time, and I really was just wondering about you and where you're at and what's going on. So that is super cool that we got to connect tonight. Where are you at and what you up to? I'm here in St. Joe, Missouri, just north of Kansas City. KL7FR.
Right on, Mike. Yeah, I was just through there. I had made a delivery in, just outside St. Louis, and then headed through Kansas City and through St. Joseph all the way up to Sioux City to make delivery. And when you said you were in St. Joseph, Missouri, I'm like, dadgummit, I'm a day late and $1 short. Actually, it was probably 3 days, but, who's counting? Yeah, I'm still trucking, and I'm in Bedford, Pennsylvania right now, and I am camped out literally across the street from my delivery tomorrow morning, and then I get to put back over here after I deliver and wait for someone to tell me where to go and how to get there. Hi.
Well, doggone it, Nancy. Wish we could have connected earlier, so maybe we could have a face-to-face, but sounds like you're traveling around. Do you get through this very, very often? And how do you do that as far as determining where your next loads are going to go? Do you have any idea where you're traveling to? You have regular routes, or is it different all the time? That's intriguing to me. Very interesting. Back to you, Nancy.
L7FR KI5OZZ here. Actually, yeah, I never know where I'm going to be going because this company has a dispatch office that sends out loads for me. So I just sit back and wait, like I said, for them to tell me where to go and how to get there. I guess I'm not too privy on the information. They've kind of treated me like a mushroom. As far as the business side of thinking goes, and there's a load board that they can choose a load from as long as they meet the broker's criteria for the truck and whatever else that other hoops that they need to jump through. But yeah, that's all the business part. But from what I understand about this business, neither the dispatch nor the brokers are absolutely necessary, and I could choose to dispatch myself if I was an owner-operator, but I am not, nor do I want to be, because that's a whole lot more responsibility, stress, and being an aggravation. Hi.
Well, I don't know how that plays economically or as a business for yourself, but I think that's pretty cool to travel around the country. And I think it's kind of interesting. You don't know where you're going to go next. That's cool, but I think it would be super cool just to travel around in different places. And I know it's a job for you, so you don't really get to do a lot of touristy kind of things, but I still think that's a cool job because you get to go a lot of different places, see a lot of different things, and it's probably better than just sitting in one place. I envy you, Nancy. I do. I envy you. KL7FR.
Oh, just a quick comment. Bill, KJ6ZSP, used to be an owner-operator, but he quit that because it's a lot more expensive. He has a lot more responsibility being an owner-operator. Now he just works for SWIFT. W0GL.
Yeah, what WOZL, I think I'm probably messed up. Anyway, what he just said is absolutely true because you have to pay your own insurance, you have to make the truck payments, you have to make all the maintenance and repairs on the truck, pay for your own fuel, amongst other fire hoops that you have to jump through. And it's a whole lot more responsibility and stress than I'm willing to deal with at the moment. I've got another trucking buddy that is trying to talk me into it, and I'm like, I really don't want to have anything to do with that. I think I'd rather just be one of the Indians instead of any of the chiefs. Hi. But, yeah, you know, if I could stick to driving, that'd be great. But the stress load right now, it's a little much, and I think I'm going to have to move on to another employer. It's just a little too much right now. So, yes, it is great to see the different parts of the country and be able to go through Ohio like I did today and see, you know, the radio friends and have an eyeball view. So, I'm sorry I mentioned Internet. If anyone is still listening, I am so glad I got to city chat with you today and lay some eyeballs and break bread with some of you. And that's why I wanted to find out where you were at, Mike. So maybe we could do the same thing. And I got one more week before I go home out on the road, so we'll see what that brings. And I'll keep you posted. I think I might have texted you. I had forgotten that I had your number. You might double check that. KI5OZ.
All right, Nancy, I don't recall any text message, but I'll double check on that, and I'll shoot you an email. Hopefully you're good on QRZ, and shoot you my phone number digits. And yeah, if you're in this neighborhood, it'd be cool to hook up, have a face-to-face, go to breakfast or lunch or dinner, whatever time it is. There's things to do. That's cool. Yeah, and it's a business, it's a job, so I understand that. You gotta look out for yourself, your best opportunities. So if you gotta change systems, go for it. Find the best opportunity. But I think in truck driving, I think you guys got a lot of opportunity out there. But it's a challenge too. I understand that definitely. And I heard Alan, I think W0GL. Alan, I think you're somewhere in Missouri. What part of Missouri are you at? If you don't mind sharing, W0GL, KL7FR.
No, I don't mind sharing. I'm in St. Peters, Missouri, about, I think, 35 miles southwest of St. Louis, Missouri, where I used to live for, about around 15 5 years. W0GL.
All right, thanks, Alan. I knew you were in Missouri. I just didn't know what part. We're across the state from each other. I'm up in northwest corner. I'm down near in Nebraska. But good to hear you, Alan, and definitely good to hear Nancy. And we need to stay in touch more often. It's been a while, that's for sure. So KI5OZZ, KL7FR.
And make your acquaintance in there, and I'll be sure to look up local repeaters. It's one of my assignments. I've been messing around with my Yaesu HD and learning how to program it and everything. So one of my assignments is to look up the NOAA weather station every night wherever I'm at and listen to it for a few, and then look up a repeater on Repeater Book and at least check it and not get a response. So out of, let's see, how many times have I done that so far? 5 or 6 times. I actually had a QSO with a group of folks down in Texas. That was pretty nice. And hopefully the lady I talked to down there that had a friend in Tulsa is going to have her friend get hold of somebody in the RCWA over there in Oklahoma, so she can get her ham license. So hopefully that'll all come together and everything. But yeah, great to hear you in there, Mike. And we'll definitely stay in touch. And I will be paying attention to the beacon and barometer nets a little more often, and listening to our good friends from Ohio. With that, I'll close it out for myself anyway. KL7FR, KI5OZZ 73, all y'all from the office on the Yellow Brick Road. Have a great night.
Yeah, KSFQ, great seeing you today, the odds, KSFQV.
KI5OZZ, KL7FR. It was great touching base with you tonight, Nancy. It's been too long, and hope we get to touch base again, and maybe even have the eyeball cue. So that would be cool. So if you're in this area, I don't know how long I'll be in this area. I'm not sure, but it was great talking to you tonight, my friend, and we'll stay in touch. KL7FR.
FUV listening.
I heard FQV, I thought possibly, case FQV.
K7QV, this is Kilo Golf 7, Foxtrot Uniform Victor, name is Heath. How you doing?
Heath, were you looking for Fox Queen Victor in Ohio, or are you looking for someone else? KC8FQV.
I was just trying out Echolink, and says this is in Dakota, is that right?
Well, there's Oklahoma was hooked in here. We just got you done with the beacon net? Beacon net starts at 10 o'clock Eastern, and we just finished up a few minutes ago. So there's a lot of things connected in here, and there's a lot of people checking from all over the country. And they could be the world, too. So, yeah, there's Echolink, Allstar. So, name is Mark. I'm in Northeast Ohio. I'm where the beacon net originates from in Doylestown, Ohio, KC8FQV.
Well, nice to meet you, Mark. Used to be a Buckeye myself at Welcome Point. Lived in Cleveland. Don't miss it, man. Glad I escaped, though.
Yep, the net you just got finished was Wednesdays and Sundays at 10 o'clock at the Beacon net and the W8WKY repeater. And we'll go until we run out of check-ins and rechecks and whatever, and there's a couple of trivias. They start a half hour early to get people and get things warmed up. 10 o'clock the main show starts. It goes anywhere from an hour to, it could go an hour, it could go 2 hours, anywhere. It just goes until there is no more people wanting to talk and check in. So, and there's a couple of trivias they throw out. So you're more than welcome to come back. Sundays and Wednesday at 10 o'clock is the main net starts, and this guy or one of the guys will get in here at 9:30 and get things going, just take pre-checks and whatever. So, KC8FQV.
Awesome, thanks, Mark. I'll see if I can't jump on one of those times in the future then. I'll let you go for tonight. This is KG7FUV, digit 73, and clear on the final.
All right, yep, good meeting you, and yep, we'll be back again on Wednesday. We have other nets on the repeater. We have a barometer net occurs Monday, Saturday. Yeah, 30 years ago, or 33 years ago, a bunch of guys one year got barometers for Christmas, so they say, hey, let's check our barometers and see how they are, and how it became. So we do that Monday through Saturday at 7 a.m. Eastern. So, and we have our club net Tuesday night, and then the Beacon net Wednesday and Sunday nights. So, KCFQV. But great meeting you and hearing you, and it sounds good. KC8FQV.
KG7FUVKI5OZZ.
OZE, I think. The Oz, how you been? Good seeing you today. Sorry about the weather up here we had. That was something else. I drove from the east side over there, and yeah, it was like, it was sort of like being up in the clouds flying, and 1 minute you'd be in the clouds, 1 minute be out of them. But no, we were right on the ground and going in and out of this crazy snow. KCFQV.
Well, thanks, Mark. It was good to finally meet you and see you today. Trying to get a hold of that other caller, the other station, and trying to determine where he was coming in from. I think he said it was on Echolink.
Yes, KG7FUV. I was using Echolink software and accessing the Dakota node in Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're in my home state. I'm actually from Oklahoma myself. Dakota. Golly. I'm trying to think who connected in on there. Was there a call sign associated with that Echolink node?
Yeah, play KB5QAI.
Okay, yeah. I recognize, but I don't think I've talked to him personally. But he must have piped in his Echolink, his Echolink to the 09 repeater. That's 147 Mark 090 in Claremore, Oklahoma. That is the Rogers County Wireless Association. And they are connected to the Sierra Club repeater for the BeaconNet on Wednesdays and Sundays, if I remember correctly. They also have the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker net every day at noon on that 09 repeater.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit south of Dakota, down by McAllister. So I don't think they're hooked into Echolink or anything like that yet.
Okay, yeah. There's a trustee for one of the repeaters that's hooked into the what's that link system? It's a UHF link system. Shoot, I want to say the Rose repeater is on that way, but yeah, Terry has got a repeater hooked into too, and that link system goes dang near across the state. And I can't remember the numbers, the frequency for that repeater system down there to save my life.
Oh, Terry, that's awesome. Yeah, I just have. Let's see. I think he just put it in recently. I haven't been able to make it to the meetings in a while, so I haven't really kept up on what was going on over there.
Right on. Well, if you hobnob with him, tell him that KI5OZ said hello. I'm friends with him on Facebook, but I haven't kept up on Facebook in a minute either. And I'm trying to schmooze my way back into the radio. I've kind of been off. Being an 18-wheeler has been pretty much taking up all of my free time. And rented time and leased time and time I didn't know I had. Hi. Anyway, I will go ahead and let you go, and I got to get some sleep so I can make this delivery tomorrow morning. Good to see you in there, and hopefully we'll hear you back on the Beacon or Barometer net for the Boredom Breaker. K5OZZ. I'll be clear on your funnel.
Yeah. With you, and thanks for jumping in there. And yeah, I will try to make it to one of the nets. Haven't been very active on the radio, so it's definitely time to jump back in. So appreciate you coming back. This is Kilo Golf 7, Foxtrot Uniform Victor, and I'll be clear.
W8WKY.